let's go on to the movie I watched first, Mufasa. Mufasa, on the other hand, I'm trying to see if I can like separate these 2 points, but I have to remember uh a minute and 53 hour and 53. So on the other hand, Mufasa's was easily a 8 out of 10, and I have to say this: while Sonic songs, I had no idea they were playing. There was only two songs I probably know it. One was a flashback, will last on too long, and the second one was Live and Learn, was really too short. Disappointment. Everything else, no impact. Didn't even feel it. Didn't even notice it until I'm like, oh wait, there's music playing. Oh, it's over. I'm done. But Fossil, on the other hand, oh, they song was just legendary. I felt everything. This is the introduction. Malele Impact. Always want a brother. Good. Bye bye. Oh, you felt the energy. You felt the tension. You felt the villainous. We go together. People are saying this song is underrated. It is good. Like it makes you feel like, yeah, they're family. They're there. They're yes. You feel the impact. Introduction. Oh, this had more spice than Live and Learn because it lasts longer and it was just yes. Then that's the only song. Then late, later made you feel like they was actually going on a journey. Always want a brother. Oh, it was cute. It was interesting. It made you feel like he was building a family. Then bye bye having you felt the villain. It. Then we go together having you felt the journey. It was there. It was impactful. I'm like straight up. These songs was legendary. Not a single one did a hit. And I was watching it. I'm like, oh, it is great. The movie is great. Right now, I'm sitting here like, do I spoil the movie? Because Sonic 3 was so bad, I really don't care if I just spoil the movie. It was just that bad. But Mufasa Lion King, I feel like you need to watch it. That's how good it was. Each one of these songs was impactful. It made you feel it. They didn't overstay their welcome. They didn't have, you know, they wasn't too short, but they was there and you felt each one. And okay, first, and here's the thing: these first three songs happen. This song is when they grow up, and these next four songs. So 3.5 songs is from the initial. Timon and Pumbaa. I counted five, maybe six times they show up. Wasn't really much of a problem in the movie. It was a hour and 50 minutes of a movie. You know, the parts of the movie, action part of the movie, was an hour and 50 minutes. Sonic was a little shorter. I was disappointed in Sonic, but Mufasa and Lion King longer, felt the impact. So first part, I really don't want to spoil too much, so I might have to give minimal information about the movie. So first part of the movie, establish that it's they are going off to, well, whatever, basically doing what lions do. They had a kid. That's the end of the movie. That what happened. They was having a kid. She was pregnant, so they went out to have the kid, and basically they left um their firstborn with Timon and Pumbaa, and Rafika showed up. Basically, with babysit. So babysitter do what babysitter do. They played around, they enjoyed, they told stories. I felt the family. I felt the family there. I felt like Timon and Pumbaa was those uncles that really just funny. Zaza was there. Funny. You made they felt like uncles. Straight up. They felt like family. It was so much better. So they tell a story. They tell it on how Simba followed Mufasa. What happened with him? How him and Rafiki and you know they're basically their how they family actually came together. The first part of the scene, first song, Malele, they started it start caused rain. This song was basically was impactful. They got together, and when they you know played the song, sang it caused it to rain. It caused it to rain a lot. And when you go from completely dry to that much rain, it causes flooding. So it flooded. Mufasa got swept away in the flood. Immediately it established that Mufasa cannot swim. Okay, I see where you're going. Impactful. Immediately established Mufasa cannot swim. Then they went out, he got swept in. Now, how he survived, say he fell on a log, was able to get on a log, and got swept down the river. Now, if you don't know, when it flood and they get caught in a river like that, those apart, I seen stuff where a building or a house got swept down a river 5, 10, 15, 50, 100 miles down the river. Parts of a house got swept 100 miles down the river. So Mufasa getting swept that far away to where he don't know how to get back home, completely understandable. So they started playing uh Taka, which is Scar. Again, Taka is Scar. So Taka father wanted to kill Mufasa immediately, but Taka mother didn't. So they say they're going to race. Mufasa say his mom always told him he was the fastest cub. So they race. Scar Taka literally through the race. And I'm like, oh, straight up. That's a bro. Taka is a bro. Even though I know what he become later on, Taka's a straight up a bro. I'm like, ah, straight up bro. All right, cool. That's good. Straight up brother. That hit your heart. Straight up brother material right there. So they race. He threw the race. Mufasa won the race. Mufasa get to live. Taka dad say his mom is the only one. He won't deal with him. He will take care of him. And second part. So what happened? I always wonder what the happens. They right off and playing around like kids. You feel the camaraderie. Yes, it was quick, but you feel the camaraderie. You feel the brother. You feel the brother. Like, oh boy, they first meet, and he's like, "I have a secret. I can tell you, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to tell you." And then he go, "Yeah, you're about to die." I'm like, "Wait, what? Why?" Okay, they already established that talk as skeevy as schemer. Like what? There's an alligator about to attack him. Then he jump in to say Mufasa can't swim. It established that Mufasa cannot swim, and Taka can. So Taka, you see the scene where Taka first grabbed his claws and was pulling him up from the getting ate by the alligator. Um, Taka family came in, saved both of them. They start talking, then they race, and it what you felt the impact. It was so much impactful. You felt the brotherhood, you felt kinship. Then it raced, and I want a brother. They grew up, and basically a few years passed, and they grew up. They never really he never had an interest to try to go back home because you run and when stuff like this happen, either they killed the cubs, which lions will kill it any cub that get caught out, or they will keep it and raise the cub as own if helpless. Male adult lion will just kill the cub, but female lions will protect them, which is what happened. Okay, so they grow up. Another set of lions come in and attack them. During that time, Mufasa killed the other set, one of the basically the prince of the other set of lions. Taka and Taka dad try to take responsibility. Taka family try to take responsibility and protect their kids. And that's when bye bye happens. You feel like, yeah, they about to die. These about to get murdered. You felt the pain, you feel the anger, and they told Mufasa and Taka to leave. Which okay, Mufasa and Taka to leave. That's good. That's understandable. They leave. They run. They go out. They take off. With Taka mom and dad try to hold them off for as long as possible. They get killed. I felt heartbreak because once you establish a family like that, then you take it away. Like okay, I felt the heartbreak. They run away. They try to get away. I can't. Mufasa they get to a river. Mufasa already been established that Mufasa can't swim, so he's afraid of water. So they try to find a way to get around. They got around. They end up at a waterfall. Taka pushed Mufasa into the waterfall to save his life. Uh, then he helped him out of the waterfall onto another tree to give himself the sail. The other set of lions started jumping in the river, try to catch him with them. Okay, if they can survive, we can survive. Yeah, well, alligators or crocodiles. I don't know which one. I couldn't tell which one. But alligators and crocodiles heading near the river. They attacked them, and then they was going to attack uh Mufasa and Taka because they were so close to a second waterfall. The alligator knew if they kept going, it went off the cliff and trying to go after them would just cause them to die. So the alligator ran. Safe. Now the alligator already had a a lion's body to eat. They already had dinner, so they didn't have to overwork themselves to go and get a second set. No point to do that. Maybe down the river they probably run into another set of alligators, but alligators probably will study at that water hard because moving water, best place to catch moving water. Like they can just sit in still water and cool off, but moving water helps as with cooling their bodies off. So okay, they're stopping. They got away. That's when uh they left. They ran into is it Nala? Shit, is it Nala? I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. No, Kim. I'm talking wrong. Her. Not Lala. So, oh crap! I'm going to pronounce the name wrong. They ran to her, or basically, um, Mufasa,
Sarabi.
Sarabi. I ain't dog. So Sarabi. Okay. They ran to his, to the mother, Sarabi. So they were in Cinema Sarabi, which you already know what was going to happen. They was going to get together because again, it's a story of what actually happened. They start talking every day, and they establish that while Mufasa can't swim, he he does have running speed. He is faster because when I was one of brother when they fast forward, uh, Mufasa was faster than Taka. Mufasa was faster than Taka here. Mufasa was faster than Taka here. You can see he was faster. And then they were on Sarabi. They get together. She was astray. She was trying to find a way. She got lost. So she was trying to find it to me lately. So they got together. They say they're going to go together. That's where this song came in. This song is a banger. It was just that good. So they got together. They went together. The song just like, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. And I'm like, ooh, it established why they're together now. They're all trying to get the same place. At this point, before this happened, that's when they run to Rafiki. That's when like he have vision stuff say, "Oh no, you're not gonna kill me. We gonna all go together." Boy, Rafiki was like, "Hey, these three lions are around. What stopping them from just? I'm like, Sam, what stopping them from just straight up killing Rafiki and eating him?" Boy, Rafika just slapped up. He just told him he was about, like, you're not gonna eat me. You're not gonna do anything to me. Like, why not? Because y'all try. We all go to the same place. Like, wait, you going to Malele? Like, yeah. How did you know how to get there? He was like, yeah. You know how to get there? No, it was lost. They didn't have no idea. Yeah, I know how to get that. Just follow me. And he's like, oh, what's stopping us from eating you and going home later? Nah. Nah, Rafiq like, what's stopping me from just bothering y'all three y'all and going to Malay like by myself? Like, wait, what? Bruh, he against three lions and a bird, and the cojones already Rafiki. Ah, man, Rafiki is straight up saying, nah, you're not gonna kill me. See, I'm gonna keep y'all around. I can easily just buy down three of you. I'm like, yes, Rafiki. If you have nuts ready on chest, you have chestnut. But if you have nuts ready on chin, you have Rafiki in your face. Rafiki, oh, slapped him with a twin. Slapped him with a, slapped him with a sack. Like, come on, Rafiki. Ah, it was golden. It was straight up slap. Oh, fuck up. I'm like, did he just slap three lions in the face with his sack? Metaphorically? Like, damn, Rafiki, you got it like that? Okay, brother, I see you. I see you. Damn. So they went off. They ended up at a canyon. That's when we go together happens and plays. They went down the canyon. They travel around. They try to get away because they'll try to get away from the other pack line who's still chasing. And during that time, um, Mufasa was trying to be a true bro. He was trying to hook up Taka and shit. I forgot her name. I don't want to say her name wrong. He was trying to hook up Taka and oh girl, the Bay. I am so bad at it.
Sarabi.
Sarabi. Mufasa was literally trying to hook up Taka and Sarabi. I'm like, bro, that's a real bro right there. That's a brother right there. That's a real bro. He was his trying to do everything to be his best wingman. He gave him advice, he gave him smells, and Taka fumbled the ball so hard. Taka was on the 1 yard line. And not only fumbled the ball, kick the ball to the other side of the field for the other team to pick up and score. Oh, come on. He gave him everything. He had no defense anyway, and somehow he still fumbled the ball, kicked the ball, and the other team still score. How? But okay, it was established he's not that really good, talkative. He's not that really good. It's more of a schemer. He makes his play. He's not really a good leader. So that was established. And, you know, they got to this point. Me, tell me it was you. They got to this point, and before this, the other satellite called up to them after we go together. Um, Tarabi helped them escape. She did something stupid, but at the same time, it was kind of genius. She knocked down the beehives to scare the uh, elephants to give them a distraction to get away and also to throw the other lions off. She almost got killed because she fell off the tree and Scrap Mufasa right at that point said it was Taka that saved her. He straight up just like, yeah, I'm gonna hand you the bag. I'm gonna hand you the ball. Take it. Go, run with it. He told Taka how to, you know, go after Arabi. He gave Taka all the stuff. He told how she smelled, what she smelled like, all this, listen to her. And he did all of that because he's a bro. She got they got to the mountain. The mountain was snowing. After, they escaped the other side of the line, it was snowing. They went up, they got to the mountain, they started talking. While they was at the mountain, they needed food, and Mufasa smelled a was it a meerkat or something? Or possum or something? Or I wasn't possum, a meerkat or something far away. At that moment, Robin knew it was Mufasa who noticed the smell on her. She knew it was Mufasa that saved her. Taka fumbled the ball so hard. She knew that was Mufasa that saved her because he can smell something far away. He had good instinct. He was basically leading them the right way, except for uh, Rafiki. Oh, I'm still laughing. Outside of that, he knew he was a good leader. In Lion King, a good leader is the ones that get the win. He had good smell and everything. He just cannot swim. That's his downfall. Taka can't swim. So what they were saying, tell me you, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. He trying to do at the beginning of the song, he's like, no, it was Taka. It was Taka. It was Taka. Okay, 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 you caught me. It was me. I admit it. It was me, and that's how they got together. And it made an impact because he tried to be a scrapper and tell her it was Taki. He tried to give it to Taki. He tried to give it to Taki, but she wasn't having it. She knew it was him, so he had to admit it. He's a bad liar, so he admitted it. His two downfalls is he cannot swim, and he's a terrible liar. So after that, brother's betrayal happens, and before that, Sarabi tell him that she know it wasn't him. I mean, no. After that, she know it wasn't him. She know, and Taka got so hurt because he tried so hard to be a leader. He tried so hard to be a king, and was just not working for him. And he got upset. And after he got upset, uh, he went and made a deal with other pack of lions. Says, I'm gonna lead you to them. I'm gonna lead you to Malele. I'm gonna get you to them. And he went back to the pack, and he was clearly upset, but he tried to play off. They get to Malele, and they get there Malele, and he basically sold him out. So Brother Betrayed was about Taka feeling betrayed about what Mufasa did, but in reality, it was talking about what Taka did to Mufasa by betraying him. Mufasa still tried to keep him, say, "This is my brother. I'm going to try to protect my brother." Taka kept scheming and everything. So they get to Milele. They started fighting. Mufasa rallies all of the animals with him. Now, during that time, the other set lions should have snuck up and attacked them then, but they didn't. That's the problem I have. That's why it's not a 9 or a 10 out of 10. The ending, the problem I have with the ending. First of all, the lion would have came back up and attacked him. While he was doing that speech, okay. I can have to take I can take a have a point for that, but it's still an 8 out of 10. Like it was be 8 to 9 out of 10. It was that end scene where it talked too much and they would have the other lines that can't much just jump him from behind at that point. So they went off. They he rallies the other lions and other animals together. They attack. Mufasa and other male lion fought. While they was fighting, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is good. Like CGI, not a point. Eh, that's why the end, the fight and the end was good, but it could have been better if the CGI was a little better, tweaked, a little better, and that whole talking point was been more realistic and less more of him talking, trying to rag the other animals to fight with him. If they had the other line jump him in the middle of that talk, that would have been good. But they didn't. So okay, I knock off a point because of that. So it's an 8 out of 10. Then it get to the fight scene, and because again, could have been 9, could have been 10 out of 10. It was the ending that took it down 2 points. 1 point for that whole speech, like went on too long for me. It should have been established, you know, that it should have been like they should have attacked him from behind. The other point that I took out a point because the other lions were not fighting; they were just running around dodging and stuff. And that's when I noticed the CGI had some problems. They was not fighting. They was like they were being scared by the other lions and other animals and stuff, and not attacking. But the fight between Mufasa and the other lion, male lion, good. It was good. CGI had a few problems, but it was good. So they got to that point. They fight. They doing their deal. Mufasa clearly outsized our match, so he tried to use his brain, try to get around, try to do everything. And at this point, you get a flashback of what Arabi said to uh Taka that Mufasa was always going to be king. It was his destiny to be king. It was Taka's destiny to save Mufasa. And Taka is there to be Mufasa's bodyguard. He's there to save him. That's his whole thing. He's supposed to be there. He's supposed to be the protector of Mufasa. He didn't want that destiny, so that's what happened in the first Lion King. That's where we get to the first Lion King. That's what happened. That's when we get to that point because of that's the whole point. And it was impactful. But at the end of the day, Taka accepted his destiny at that point to protect uh Mufasa. Only problem is Taka, being an opportunist, saw that if the other line would have won, he would have been in a worse off situation. So he was scheming from that point. So you could tell that led up to what happened on the first line thing. He was scheming from that point. You could tell he was scheming from that point because he saw that if the other line went, he would have been outmatching everything and it would have been too much for him. Whereas Mufasa went, more of a chance to beat him, less of, but not he was gonna win. So he was scheming. So he joined side with Mufasa, attacked the lion with Mufasa. They fought. They caused Pride Rock to have his first form. It was okay. Damn, impactful, impactful. It was good. It was great. It was impactful. You felt like, yeah, they caused it. They did it. This is on them. Impactful. The movie had a lot of impact to it. They caused Pride Rock to be out. Then you find out there's a reservoir of water and they bam, save the Pride Land. More water for everybody. They have a reservoir. They are protected. They are safe. While they were fighting, the other line was about to attack Mufasa, and Scar. This is the point where he became Scar. When Taka became Scar, he got scratched on the eye, trying to protect his brother, because he was still scheming. You could tell he was still scheming, because he knew if the other lion won, he wasn't going to be able to win against him. He most likely would have got killed. So he protected his brother, because scheming, still scheming. That's how he got his name Scar. Because the other lion scratched him right on the eye when he was trying to dive in to protect his brother. Got his name Scar. Okay. The fight was still good. The fight between two of them was good. Then Rocks, because of change of Pride Rock, Rock started falling, opened up the reservoir. The other lion and Mufasa fell in the reservoir. Taka was like, oh shit, I could jump in to save. I could jump and save. But what if I don't? What if both of them die? Then I will be the Lion King. So he was scheming. So he's still scheming. So he didn't jump in to save them. And a rock fell in. Big rock fell in. The other lion was like so upset that Mufasa, he finally found out that Mufasa killed his brother. Because again, Taka just ratted him out and said that Mufasa killed your son. It wasn't. It wasn't my father. It wasn't your. When Brother Betrayal came out, Taka told him it wasn't my father. It wasn't my mother. It was Mufasa who killed your son. At that point, of Taka slash Scar jumped because could have saved Mufasa. But you're like, what if I did? What if I did? And then Mufasa got up to the top, and it's like, okay, come on, don't get at the top. Fuck you guys at the top. Should I push him in? No. If I try to push him in, he's gonna, he's gonna, I'm gonna lose that fight. He's stronger than me. He's more and more of a fighter than me. I'm gonna lose that fight. So I'm gonna save him. He was scheming, trying to take on the best side. So he's like, I'm gonna save him. I have to save him because if I push him in and I get caught and get pulled down, I lose that fight. If I save him, if I don't save him, I lose that fight in the long run. So I had to save him to at least save face. He saved him. They got out. They got savaged. The other lions basically got beat up. No fight. Again, this is why I took up 2 points. There was no real fight between the other lions, the lioness, and the other animals. They were just they just I don't know if they ran out, but I think they got killed. It was like, eh. At the end of that, you see the Mufasa mom is still alive, and they finally meet again. He asks, "Where's Dad?" Dad didn't make it. Dad died. So sad. But again, it was established that Mufasa can't swim, and why can't he swim? Because his dad can't swim. Ah! It was established why Mufasa can't swim. His dad can't swim. So fully established on why he died. His mom made it because she got lucky and got on the logs. Dad can't swim. He died. That tragic. I felt it. But now Mufasa is a king. Now he got his wife. Now he got his family. Meanwhile, Scar is still in the background scheming. And that's what lead up to what happened in Sonic. Sorry, not Sonic. Uh, the Lion King, the first Lion King, 2019 Lion King. That was laid up. So, Taka, no, so Sorabi and Mufasa got together. She got knocked up. She had a kid. She had Simba. That's what happened. It was so much more impactful. So, Timon and Pumbaa and Rafiki was barely outside of the flashback and stuff where Rafiki showing up. Timon and Pumbaa was barely in a movie. They show up maybe 5, 6 times in an hour and a half. No, sorry, 5, 6 times, but in an hour and a half of the flashback and stuff. But 5 to 6 times. Well, so okay, 5 to 6 times through the whole movie. So it's nearly a 2 hour movie. That means they show off. Let's see, 3 times roughly every 30 minutes. Sorry, not every 30, every 20 minutes. So really wasn't too much of an impact, but they did make me laugh nearly every time they showed up. Literally every time they cut back to the cave where they talk to their first kid. Oh crap, what's his name? Why can't I think of their names right now? And I just had it in my brain. That's a Lion King. Why can't I think of their names? So as it comes to my mind. Simba, yeah. Wait, I thought they had a son. What? Oh no, this yeah, sorry. This is the one. Nala. Yeah. Hey, why? I don't know why. Can't pronounce their names right now. Not. It's just not in my brain right now. I don't know why.
We are looking at how to pronounce these names as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing names that too many mispronounce, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Two slightly different ways of pronouncing it. Kiara,
Kiara.
Kiara,
I don't know why I couldn't pronounce it. I like it just wouldn't come on my brain. I'm a bit terrible with names anyway. So Ti. So she was. I thought they had a son. She was asking questions about where her family went. They had another kid. Where Raby was. Where Mufasa and Kiara was. Where Mufasa. Where her mom and dad was. Where her mom and dad was. That understandable. Danny Glover was the older version of him. That's understandable. I understand that. That's you like, oh, now they come back, introduce that they had a kid. This is her brother and everything. Um, the Lion King 2019 was part one. Mufasa the Lion King was basically uh, Lion King 1.5. So it set out for Lion King 2. And I digged it. The movie was good. Who had some downside. What compared to Sonic, it was far better. My haters are gonna hate me even more, but I just explained Sonic. I just explained both movies, and I again, Sonic, Sonic Team literally, if they was not there, it would have been everybody would have been so much better off. They would have been better off. The only impact they had in the movie was at the end. At that point, they would have been better off not being there altogether. But this, you feel the impact, you feel the brother, you feel the camaraderie, you feel all of that. So at the end of everything, I have to give Sonic 3 at most a 4 out of 10 to a 3 out of 10. Where Mufasa Lion King, I have to give it at least an 8 out of 10. Mufasa Lion King was far better than Sonic. And my haters are going to hate me for saying it, but I just went over everything I remember from both movies. Don't believe me? Watch both movies yourself. You will see that Sonic Team had not only zero impact, but negative impact to everything established before the final scene of the movie. They literally caused more damage than they helped. And that's the problem I have. Anyway, I have to cut this up and put it out in two parts because it's 2.5 hours long. So I'm going anyway later.